Have you been sad, lonely, upset, or maybe missing something in life? Well, I have a cure for you that's not medical. The cure is adopting a dog or pet. Now, I personally think that dogs are the better option, and so do most medical researchers. But if you want a cat or even a goldfish, some sort of pet would help you. Approximately 7.6 million animals enter a shelter. 3.9 million of those animals are dogs. Approximately 2.7 million are put down each year, and 1.2 million of those are dogs. Studies show that petting or being around a friendly dog lowers your blood pressure and reduces your risk of heart attack and other medical issues. Along with that, petting them makes you happier and visibly less stressed. Elders who have heart attacks are less likely to die a year after who own a pet. They also get you up and moving and allow you to become more active and healthier and less lonely, because people, even though dogs can't talk back, you talk to them and they bark or just be your companion. I'm going to teach you a couple steps to getting a dog. First, you need to decide your size. If you live in an apartment, a smaller dog would be your first choice. If you have a bigger house, maybe a bigger dog or a cat, or depending on your allergies. So overall, you just need to evaluate what kind of animal you want. Budget would be your next thing. You need to make sure you have money for grooming, vet services, supplies. Most dogs and animals are low budget animals, so you don't have to put a huge chunk, just some chunk to make sure that they are well taken care of. Your next step would be to visit a local shelter and bond with the different animals there and talk to them about their medical records. The cure for loneliness I have personally viewed through my life and my family's life. I'm going to tell you a story about my grandfather. About 3 years ago, my great-grandmother died, and my grandfather was very sad considering him and I were the closest to her. A year after that, his dog died of 16 years. After all of this happened, he was sad, more drawn in, less childish and happy, as I've known my grandfather to be like. This past year, he's adopted a mini Australian Shepherd puppy. We named him Doc. He's noticeably been happier and more, energized and healthier when he got Doc. He's constantly texting me notices about his growing and the new habits teaching him. Overall, it's given him a more happier way of life. And just by having that new dog in his life, he's been happier and healthier, lower blood pressure, and less tired feeling, and more happiness throughout the day. So if you're tired, lonely, sad, or just missing something, adopting a dog or pet would be the answer.